Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com. The Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, where you come for the food and you stay for the view. Now serving Sunday buffet, starting with breakfast at 9, brunch at 11, and dinner at 1. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm alongside Jess Quinn tonight. You're looking live at Keystone High School as the Keystone Panthers get ready to take on the Moniteau Warriors in a KSAC large school matchup. Keystone comes in with a record of 7 wins and 7 losses. 1-5 in conference play. Moniteau 9-6 overall, 3-2 in conference play. And both of these teams fairly hot, Jess. Moniteau won 4 in a row, 5-6, coming off of a 49-40 win 6 days ago. They got snowed out on Wednesday. They have not played since beating Punxsutawney at home on Saturday. Keystone got its game in on Wednesday. Maybe wish they hadn't, maybe not. They lost in overtime down at Karn City in a tight one down there. It was 51-42 in a game that was tied at 38 at the end of regulation. But expecting a pretty good basketball game here. The first time they met back on December 9th, really early in the season, it was Moniteau by 12 at Moniteau. But a different Keystone team, as this team has won 6 of 7 after starting the season slow.
And that's what I look at, Chris. You know, you look at both of these teams, and we're coming in to a very important time of the regular season, and that is getting ready for playoffs. So if you look at both of these teams playing very, very good ball, not really playing that well at the beginning of the season, but coming on here late, 5 of 6 from Moniteau Warriors, 6 of 7 for Keystone. And looking at Keystone losing to Karn City in overtime, it kind of could be a heartbreaking loss, but you could also turn that around, Chris, and look at it and say, you know what, we played really, really well. We could be riding a 7-game win streak if the ball bounces a little bit here or there. So Keystone
Yeah, there we go. We're back. Sorry about that, folks. And when you take a look at it, Keystone started the season 0-5, gone 7-2 since. With 3 more wins, Greg Heath will have his 34th double-digit win season. That includes 14 20-win seasons, Jess. It'd be the 8th straight double-digit win season for this team. Greg started coaching in 1984-85. Where were you in 84-85, Jess?
7th grade.
I'm pretty sure if I'm doing the math right, I might have still been in 4th.
I was in 7th grade. Yep. Can you believe that?
On the other hand, Mike Jewett really has his team playing well right now, too. Mike, in his 5th year at Moniteau, is doing a really good job down there with the Warriors. And, again, they've won 5 of 6 as well. And we'll get into the players to watch and things like that here in a few minutes. But I first want to remind people we are inside the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. It is the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractors caring for health, therehabcenters.com. Game Street brought to you, as always, by the Computer Guru of Lead for thecomputerguru.net. Drive over here tonight, brought to you by the Warren Tire Center, warrentirecenter.com. While we're here at Keystone, we do want to remind folks that on Friday, February the 10th at the Clarion High School Gymnasium, Keystone and Clarion will play a 5-game event night. The Hoops for Hope, annual Hoops for Hope showdown, starting with a 3:30 junior high boys game, 4:45 junior varsity girls, 5 o'clock junior varsity boys. A couple of those games will be in the auxiliary gym at Clarion. 6:15 varsity girls game, 7:30 varsity boys game. In between the girls and the boys game, you'll have the players and cancer survivor ribbon ceremony. Jess, you've had an opportunity as a coach to take part of that. I've had an opportunity as a media member to be part of that. It's just a wonderful event.
What an incredible event, Chris. If you haven't been a part of that, I encourage everybody to come to the game. They have lots of raffles, baskets, and things like that that you can, buy tickets for and everything. But just to be a part, the atmosphere, it's incredible, Chris, especially when the players who are battling on the floor for a win come together. They have the ribbon ceremony. It's very, very special. It really is. I mean, the crowd, the gym gets very, very silent. It's just an incredibly special event to be a part of. I've been a part of it on both ends, the boys and the girls. Mary Rierick and so many other people come together and do just a fantastic job for this event. So anybody listening out there, you want to be a part of it, please, February 10th.
That will be at the Clarion Area High School Gymnasium. Folks, we're going to step aside, thank some more of our sponsors. When we come back, we'll take a look at our All-American Awards and engraving coach's strategy with the one and only Coach Jess Quinn.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at Keystone High School, getting ready for Moniteau versus Keystone. It's now time for our coach's chalkboard, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. All American Awards and Engraving. We'll put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com. I'll turn this segment over to our coach in residence, Jess Quinn.
You know what, Chris? I'm looking at these teams, and boy, are they very, very similar in the styles of basketball that they play and in the number of kids that score close to double digits. Let's take the Keystone Panthers, since we're at home. We're in Keystone right now. Tyler Albright, 7.8 points a game. Drew Kath, 9.9. Kyle Nellis, 12.3. He leads the Panthers. Kyle, a son of Jason Nellis, who's a great football player here at Keystone. But they like to run. These guys can get out and they can get up and down the floor very, very quickly. But they can also use Cole Henry and his size on the inside. So I think it's going to be an inside-outside game for them. But obviously on the same side, on the opposite side, we're going to Moniteau, Chris. And Moniteau likes to get out and run. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that are right on the edge of scoring double digits. So, you look at these teams, and I look at De La Rosa Rugg, and he is averaging almost 11 points a game. Great player, can do inside. He can drive the lane. He can shoot from the outside. And then you're looking at Desicino, and, he can do it all too. He's scoring almost 10 points a game. And you look at Moniteau, they're very, very balanced on offense. You want to pick one guy and try to shut him down, the other 4 are going to beat you. So right now, I think, Coach Heath is going to come out and have to play a very, very tight man-to-man defense and really have a lot of help when the guys from Moniteau drive the lane.
It's definitely an interesting matchup there. And, you look at a kid like Andrew Zepeda, and only a freshman, and has really come in and been a spark for this team this year at different times. David Desicino really is becoming that go-to player for them. And again, these are it's still a young basketball team from Moniteau, but it's one that's getting better and better. Keystone's an experienced, well, not so much an experience, but an older basketball team.
Mm-hmm.
Greg Keith, I remember telling me early in the year when they were struggling, he's like, "Don't worry, Chris. After Christmas, we'll be okay."
Sure.
And they have been. They're out of the league chase, but they see themselves as an opportunity to play spoiler role in a lot of ways. And this is one of those, because Moniteau still has the dream of making that KSAC playoffs, and they need a win tonight to keep pace with Karn City.
And one thing that Coach Heath always does is ask his players to believe in his system. They do. It might not be right off the bat, but coming in after Christmas, this is when they're playing their best basketball.
As they going through some of the announcements, and then we'll have the national anthem. As again, it'll a couple of guys I see not in uniform from Moniteau right now. Colton Thomas, that's a kid that's had some nice, but we're going to have the national anthem here. So just here, take it.
Whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, came through the night that
National anthem tonight brought to you by Oil Country Crates. Your products are protection. Custom made crates for shipping and beyond. OilCountryCrates.com. So Jess, getting ready here for our starting lineups. Let's see what we've got here for under the direction of Mike Jewett. David Martino back in the lineup after missing a couple of games. Andrew Zepeda, the freshman that we talked about. Aiden Jackson. David Desicino. And Jason Delarusa-Ruck. I don't think there was a senior in that group, Jeff.
There isn't.
And now, the starting lineup for American Keystone Panther.
Under the direction of head coach Greg Keith. Greg, 661 and 311, Jazz.
You know what? And that's what I was talking about earlier. Asking his players to trust in the system, trust in what he's done over the years, and they do. You might not see it right at the beginning of the season, but all the time. Come this time of the year, come January, end of January, beginning of February, Keystone's always in the hunt.
Drew Kath, Aiden Sell, Tyler Albright,
Kyle Nellis,
Cole Henry, Cal Nellis, and Tyler Albright. So again, for Moniteau, it is De La Rosa Rugg, Martino, Zepeda, Jackson, and Desicino. For Keystone, Albright, Kath, Nellis, Henry, and Sal. First quarter brought to you by Home and Specialty Roofing. Home and Specialty Roofing in Oil City. Call today for an estimate, 814-676-8024. So it's going to be Desicino jumping against Cole Henry. And we're underway with Keystone controlling the tip. It'll be Albright bringing it up the court for the Panthers. Inside to Henry. Kicks it to Kath. Kath, three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Sell. Sell to Albright. Albright into the paint. Albright dumps it off to Sell. Sell lays it up and in, and it's 2-0 Keystone.
Want to talk, Chris, in that opening defense. They were in a 3-2. Keystone beat it well. They really moved the ball nicely. They were passing through it. They dribble drive into the lane, kick it across, and then down low for a nice layup.
Zepeda gives it now into the corner for De La Rosa Rugg. Yale drill the triple.
I think Keystone coming out in that same style of defense. A lot of people running that 3-2 this year, Chris.
Henry with it. Henry sees an opening. Henry drives the lane, lays it up, no good. Fights for the rebound, but coming down with it from Moniteau is Jackson. Quickly ahead is De La Rosa Rugg. Nice ball movement, gets it to Jackson. Jackson drives the baseline, lays it up and in.
And that's exactly what you can't do when you play this defense, Chris. You really have to force it back to the middle. You can't give up baseline, and they did on that possession.
Kath in the corner with a three. It's good.
Well, you know he likes that shot from the corner. He's taken two. Missed the first one, but nails the second one.
Kath has had a few games this year where he's really been on fire from downtown. Now the ball is tipped, and they're going to say it was tipped. So Moniteau have the opportunity to continue play. And then stepping in and stealing it is Kath. Kath feeds Nellis. I was right.
That was Nellis.
Lays it up and in. That's a daddy's dish. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion.
And that's what I'm talking about, Chris. That speed right there with Kath and with Nellis, those two boys can fly.
Three-pointer by Zepeda. No good. Rebound fought for and won by Aiden Sell. Sell will give it to Kathy, then hands it off to Albright, who will bring it across the timeline for Keystone. Just underway here in the home and specialty roofing first quarter. 7-5, Panthers in the lead. Nellis goes inside to Henry. Henry will kick it back to Kath. Kath thought about the three. De La Rosa Rugg gone, and they're going to get a 3-second call on Keystone.
I tell you what, I look at that play, Chris, and I'm thinking that Cole is going to, he's kind of beating himself up right now. I think he should have gone up with that, maybe try to draw the foul in that possession.
Across the timeline, De La Rosa Rugg. Martino thought about the three, gives it back off to De La Rosa Rugg. And then turnover as Henry ends up with the ball. Here comes Keystone. Albright, nice move to the hoop. Can't get it to fall. Henry can't get it to go. Rebound batted around and into the hands of Aiden Jackson.
Boy, was that a really nice move by Albright. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Nice pass by De La Rosa Rugg, ends up into the hands of Zepeda. Now here's De La Rosa Rugg with the triple. He hits another one. He's got two of those.
From the same exact spot, Chris. Coach Greg Heath's going to have an answer for him defensively.
Keystone brings it across the timeline. Cal Nellis with the basketball. Nellis gives it off to Albright. Now to Henry. Henry looks for Sell. Great pass. Sell can't finish, gets his own rebound, can't finish, gets his own rebound, can't finish.
Well, that's three opportunities right now, and Coach Heath is telling them, just settle down. You'll get those to fall later. They're moving the ball nicely, Chris.
De La Rosa Rugg tried to go inside to Desasino, throws it too high, picked off by Keystone.
And let's see. Coach Heath he's gonna keep with the same system. He's not gonna get worried. He's not gonna panic or anything. Just keep moving the ball. Those shots will fall.
Albright to Nellis. Nellis gives it back to Albright now. In the corner for Kath. Three-pointer in the air. No good. He airballed it. Desasino the rebound for Moniteau.
And that's exactly what they want to do. They just got to get their shots to fall for the Keystone Panthers.
De La Rosa Rugg looks to set things up. Gets it over into the corner for Martino. Martino drives baseline. Kicks it back to Zepeda. Zepeda about a 16-footer. Nothing but net.
And there again, right now, Moniteau is moving the ball a little bit quicker than what the Keystone defense can keep up with, and they're really knocking down some open shots.
Sell gives it to Albright. Albright into the corner for Kath. Kath to Nellis. Nellis drives in. Leo's floater. Good. Nice little lefty floater there by Cal Nellis.
And Cal Nellis is an athlete. You're going to see Moniteau try to step up and take him. He's going to dump that ball right down to Cole Henry. Henry's going to have a layup.
De La Rosa Rugg at the top of the key, gives it off to Martino. Martino drives. Martino gets it into the corner. There's De La Rosa Rugg. Oh, he buries his third one from there.
I'm telling you, Coach Heath, he's going to have to get a guy out there in his face.
De La Rosa Rugg, three from the far corner. He's got 9 of the 13 for Moniteau. Jumper by Albright, no good. Great rebound by Selk, gives it off to Henry, no good. There's going to be a late foul call, and they're going to send Cole Henry to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
No, that was a late call, but I think it's the right call, Chris. Henry went up, got hit right on the forearm is what it looked like to me. Altered that shot, goes to the Tenesta Builders free throw line.
Foul was on Desasino, is coming up short on it. Coming in from Moniteau here is Landon Kelly. Checking out is David Desasino. One more coming for Cole Henry. Something Keystone didn't do in the fourth quarter or overtime at Carson City, shoot any free throws.
Right.
Meanwhile, the home team shot 7 or 8.
Where was that game played, Chris?
Carson City.
That's what I thought.
In the paint, Desasino can't get it to go. He did everything but finish. Little strong on it. Keystone with the rebound, down 3. Here come the Panthers. Henry with it. Henry gives it to Nellis. Nellis to Albright. Albright wants a 3. Can't get it to fall. Nobody crashing there for Keystone, Jess. And
we'll see at that point, I think that Coach Heath is looking at them saying, we didn't need that 3 right away. You move the ball. If it comes open, then you hit it.
more great ball movement. Zepeda. I'm sorry, that's Martino. Can't get it to fall.
And that was really, really good ball movement, Chris. And that's what Keystone has to do. Come down, move the ball well.
Portino and Zepeda look like they could be twins out there.
They
Jeff.
do look very similar, don't they?
Here's Henry with it. Henry, oh, what a move. Holy cow, Cole Henry. Jess isn't so sure he didn't walk, but hey, you know what? They don't call it.
They didn't call it, so he didn't do it.
Picks the pocket, gets it now back, and he's going to lay it up, and then Keystone retakes the lead.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Keystone's got to get out and run. These guys are quick. Let the horses run.
Zepeda doesn't get it to fall, but he will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line with 54.3. They're going to get, I think, Henry on that. It's going to be his first, team's first. Is now getting ready to check in as Connor Ely, but he'll have to wait until the free throw situation as the freshman Zepeda going to the line to shoot a pair.
I'm impressed with this Zepeda kid so far, Chris. It's the first time I've really seen him play this year. And he does a really, really nice job. Moves the ball well.
Nothing but net as now Ely checks in for Moniteau, checking in for Keystone for the first time. Hayden Foster giving a quick breather to Cole Henry. Second one from the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line coming up for Zepeda. Hits that one, no trouble at all. He looks smooth from the line.
So you're looking at Keystone now. Come down, move the ball well. Get it to the high post, kick it out, move it around. Get the ball moving faster than Moniteau's defense can move.
Nellis gives it to Foster, now back to Nellis. It was actually Sell, not Foster that had it. Cast to Albright. Albright inside to Foster. Foster can't get it to fall. Sell with another rebound, two more. He kicks it back out to Nellis. Nellis wants that little lefty floater again. No good. Aiden Sell can't get it to fall, but man, has Aiden Sell been all over those boards.
He has been all over the boards. He got up for that, Chris. I am impressed with him. He's got the purple shoes. Maybe that's it. I don't know. But he was up for that rebound. He's been all over the boards for Keystone.
Fouls on Kelly, and Aiden Sell will go to the Tonesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. Leaves that one short. He'll get a second one. Tonesta Builder Supply, your full home improvement center with locations in Shippensville and Tonesta, TonestaBuilders.us. Second one coming here for Sell. He'll roll and rattle that home to tie us at 15, and we've got another substitution for Keystone. Checking in Brett English. Also checking in here is Tyler Rupp. Or Roop. I didn't get the pronunciation on it. We're going to go Rupp right now.
I was going to say, you go to Corn City, it's Rupp. You go here, it could be Roop. I'm not sure, Chris.
So down to 14 seconds to play in the first quarter. 9 seconds. Zepeda doing a lot of dribbling. Gets it to Ely. Back to Ely with one. Turnaround jumper, no good. And the first quarter comes to an end with Keystone and Moniteau tied at 15. You're watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder and Associates PC. Zunder and Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder and Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder and Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
With locations in Shippensville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at TonestaBuilders.us and like them on Facebook.
Back here at Keystone High School, we head to quarter number 2. Brought to you by Hunter Station Golf Club. A season pass from Hunter Station Golf Club would make a great Valentine's Day gift. HunterStation.com. On the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it is Moniteau basketball. Nobody off Pizza Hut. PizzaHut.com. Zepeda gets it to Ely. Now to Martino. I'm sorry, that was Jackson.
I tell you what, that was a nice power dribble right in the middle of the paint. He split the defenders and scored with ease.
So Aiden Jackson gets Moniteau back in the lead. Albright inside the cell. Great pass there from Foster. That's another Daddy's dish. You never have to worry about what you're dishing out, Jess, when you go to Daddy's in Clarion.
Oh, I love going to Daddy's, but that's exactly what they got to do. Keystone said, you got to get it to the high post. As soon as they do, it opens everything up in that defense.
It's a wedding soup. I think that would have been on Wednesday, the day it snowed, Jess.
Yes.
Oh, best wedding soup I've ever had.
Nice.
3-pointer by De La Rosa. Rugg rattles everything but down.
Wow, and he was way
And
out
then
there.
great pass by Albright to Nellis, who lays it up and in.
And that is how Keystone has been able to be in this game. They've missed a lot of layups and everything, but they are out and running.
De La Rosa Rugg misses the shot, out of bounds. It'll be Panther basketball. As now checking back in are Martino and Desicino for Moniteau.
And that's what I'm looking at, Chris. Keystone is able to really get up and down the floor quick. That's how they're best in transition.
Henry and Keth back in for the Panthers. Nice crowd on hand here. Jess, this has always been one of those blue blood basketball towns in the Keystone Shortway Athletic Conference.
Well, when you've had Greg Heath for the last 39 years, it's just a basketball school.
Drew Keth! Tell you what, Jess, we've had some games where people have struggled to score. So far, not tonight.
Not tonight.
There's De La Rosa Rugg. Hands it off to Desicino. He'll give it to Martino. Martino will slow things down here a little bit. Keystone now in a 2-3. With it is Landon Kelly. He'll give it back to Martino. Martino to De La Rosa Rugg. Now out to Ely. Back to De La Rosa Rugg. He'll give it to Martino. Tries to give it back to De La Rosa Rugg, and then making a nice defensive effort to get his hand in there was Tyler Albright.
Well, I tell you what, Chris, look, what did Coach Heath do? Switched his defenses up because De La Rosa Rugg was hitting those shots from the corner. Now they're running a 2-3. He can't get open for those shots.
Kelly into the corner for Ely. Ely, 3-pointer. Oh, he buries it. Wouldn't know it was cold outside, Jeff, because it's hot in here.
It is very hot in here. Guys are scoring left and right. Makes an entertaining basketball game for us to do, Chris.
With it is Sell. Gives it now, throwing it out of bounds. That really wasn't on Henry there. Sell's pass to him was a little off, and he was just trying to save it. Ends up throwing it out of bounds.
It was. He was just trying to corral it, and he really just couldn't.
Yeah, Jess, it's no Ridgeway St. Mary's. Folks, if you missed that, it was 27-22 Ridgeway earlier this week in a game that went to overtime. It was 19-19 at the end of regulation. We've already surpassed that.
I was just going to say that we've already passed that up.
That ball was on the ground and loose, and it's going to be a turnover on Moniteau.
Yeah, we aren't even halfway into the second quarter yet.
Yeah, different styles.
Yep, definitely different styles.
I mean, hey, look, nobody's going to fault Ridgeway or St. Mary's. I mean, that style has been really successful for the Elkers, but this game is not that style right now.
Not at all.
And I'm sure it's more pleasant for the viewing audience.
I would say so. Believe me, I've coached against that Ridgeway style, that Ridgeway tight defense, stalling offense, and they're very, very good at it and won how many district titles, Chris, in doing so.
Here's Brett English, gives it over to Kath. Kath can't get it to go. It went in, came back out. Put it the other way. There's Desicino with it, back to Ely. Ely, nice little head fake, and then off of the leg. And now De La Rosa Rugg. Another one won't go down. And then good job by Brett English to knock that ball loose from Landon Kelly.
Very, very active hands on defense. Is trademark of a good Greg Heath defense from the Keystone Panthers.
There's Albright. Albright in the paint. Albright jumper, no good. Rebound tipped out. Great job there by Henry to tip it to Albright. Now a jumper by Sell. Poor Aiden Sell can't get anything to fall right now.
He can't right now, but he's playing really, really good defense. And he's making some nice moves, getting the ball up the court fast, and that's how he can help his team win.
Martino to Ely. Ely to De La Rosa Rugg. De La Rosa Rugg tries to go inside to Desicino, goes off his hands, and was picked up by Sell, who hands it off to Tyler Albright. Albright will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Up to 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Brought to you by Hunter Station. Oh,
What
there.
to the hoop.
You too can drive the lane with a great used vehicle from Primarelli Sales and Service.
Boy, he took that first step and was right by the defender. One step, he was gone. Clear right to the hoop.
Kelly with it. Kelly over to Ely. Ely into the corner for De La Rosa Rugg. Now to Desicino, back out to Ely. Ely will hand it off to De La Rosa Rugg. After those three-pointers. Now here's a three-pointer by Martino. Can't get it to go. Who else there for the rebound but Mr. Aiden Self?
I'm telling you, he's right there. He's doing other things for his ball club right now to keep them in this game. Shots will fall for him, but it's his defense and his rebounding that has really, really kept Keystone
Inside,
close.
Henry working. Henry on Desicino. Desicino rejects it out of bounds. Now we're going to get Nellis back in for Keystone and Zepeda and Jackson back in for Moniteau with 2:48 to play here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. 4-point lead for Keystone. Albright gets it to Sell. Sell has his shot partially rejected there by Martino. Here comes Moniteau. There's Jackson. Jackson lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Henry.
I tell you what, Chris, very, very physical game so far. When that ball gets into the paint, refs are letting them play a little bit. I kind of like to watch that. I like to see that. They don't really get involved.
Oh, great pass there by Aiden Sell to Tyler Albright for the basket and a 6-point lead for the Panthers. There's Jackson. Jackson, nice move. Jackson is going to get called for the travel.
And that was a great move, a very, very late call, but I think it's a correct call, Chris. He kind of skipped and then stepped through. I think that's the right call.
Albright brings it across the timeline for Keystone with the 6-point lead. Gives it to Nellis. Nellis has it knocked loose temporarily. Inside, another great pass. This time it's Cole Henry to Tyler Albright. Another daddy's dish. And then they get a foul there on Nellis. Yeah, he pushed down Martino. That'll be his first. Only the second foul on Keystone, only the fourth of the first half. Love how this first half has been refereed.
It really has. And I tell you what, right now, Keystone, Moniteau has gone to a man-to-man defense, and Keystone is eating it alive. That's how they've been able to take the lead here.
Martino with it. Martino looking around. Martino struggling to find somebody. Finally gets it over to Ely. Ely inside to Jackson. Jackson will flip it back to Kelly. Now to Zepeda. Zepeda, three-pointer, hit the side. Jackson's able to get the rebound. Can't get it to fall. Rebound batted out and into the hands of Nellis. He wants to run. Gives it to Keth. Now Keth will slow things down. Hands it off to Albright. Now to Nellis. Nellis, three-pointer in the air. No good. Rebounded by Jackson.
That was a great job boxing out by Jackson there. He had position. Nothing that Henry could do to get that rebound.
Zepeda's bounce pass bounced so high it went off of the backboard, and Keystone ends up with a rebound, I guess the steal, with 55 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. With the basketball, Henry, another great pass. Sell again, can't get it to fall, but does get the rebound, and he will get fouled.
And I tell you what, I'm looking at what Coach Jewett's doing, and I would go back to that 3-2. It was giving Keystone fits. They've gone to a man-to-man. Keystone has outscored them. What? They're on an 8-0 run or so, something like that.
More than that, actually. Checking in here is Sankey. Henry with it. Henry drives the baseline. Henry lays it up. Oh, good. Gets his own rebound, though. Kicks it out to Nellis. Nellis drives. Nellis layup. No good. Nellis falls on the ground, and then picking it up is De La Rosa Rugg. Down to 25 seconds. First half. De La Rosa Rugg to Zepeda. Zepeda picked up by Kath. Now De La Rosa Rugg, that was a nice design, but he airballed it. Now they're going to get Sell with reaching around. Sell's not so sure he actually touched anybody, but they're going to say with got the foul, only the third, so it'll be Moniteau out of bounds.
And that's what I was, Coach Heath was looking around. He looked like that Sell did reach around him, but there wasn't any contact. That's at least what Coach Heath was saying.
So the inbound by De La Rosa Rugg. Here's Zepeda with it. Not a Martino, not a De La Rosa rug. Good job by Albright to cut him off. And then Martino. Oh, they were going to give continuation there, Jess.
Wow.
Now they're going to say it's
now
on the floor. It was continuation until the foul, until the ball didn't go. And then all of a sudden it was on the floor. Those calls drive me nuts. Second on Nellis now, so he'll have to take a seat. Like, you were going to allow the basket to count, but then when it doesn't go, you don't give them shots. Here's Jackson. Jackson to, that is Sankey, and Sankey's going to get fouled with 1.5 seconds to go, and Sankey's going to go to the Vanessa Better Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And I believe that was on Albright, and there was a lot of contact in there, Chris, but boy, Coach Heath is looking at him like, did he travel first before the foul was called?
Sankey's first free throw is up. Sankey's first free throw is no good. He'll get a second one here. Brandon Sankey, the Tenesta Better Supply free throw line, trying to get him with his team built within 7 here. That shot is up. That shot is no good. Rebounded by who else? Aiden Sell. And that'll do it for the first half. At the end of a full half of play, Keystone leads Moniteau 28-20. You're watching Allegheny Grill of Foxburg high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com. We'll be back after these messages.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Keystone High School, we're at the half, 28-20 in favor of Keystone. Halftime show brought to you by the Potter County Family Campground. Camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins. They have a camping experience for you. They're open year-round. They're located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercamping.com. Talk to Mark Chambers from the Potter County Campground. Just last night, his daughter Emma for Coudersport, career-high 20 points last night in the Falcons' 45-25 win over Northern Potter.
Had a very nice game.
And time for our rehab center statistics. 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. Check them out online at therehabcenter.com, R-E, the old English spelling of it, .com. So for Keystone, Cal Nellis leads the way with 8 points, 6 on a pair of threes for Drew Kath, 5 each for Cole Henry and Aiden Sell, who probably is close to 10 rebounds.
He's got to be close.
And Tyler Albright has 4. for Moniteau with a game high 9 points so far, chasing De La Rosa Rugg. Those were those three pointers in the first quarter. Also for the Warriors with 4 points each, Andrew Zepeda and Aiden Jackson. And checking in with 3 is Connor Ely. It was 15-15 at the end of the first quarter. Keystone outscored Moniteau 13-5 in that second quarter to take this 28-20 lead. We'll be back after these messages with the coaches' halftime adjustments. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Chris Rossetti here to tell you a little bit about All-American Awards and Engraving in Chippenville. When I first met Jim Carroll in 2006, All-American Awards and Engraving was just getting started. Since then, the company has grown into the area's premier shop for embroidery, screen printing, and engraving, graphic design work, and personalized gift ideas. As Jim has always said, they'll put almost anything on almost everything, and they really do mean that. Give them a call today at 814-782-6264.
Back here inside the Potter County Family Campground halftime show, it's time for the All-American Awards and Engraving Coaches Adjustments with the coach, Jess Quinn. All-American Awards and Engraving, put almost anything on almost everything, allamericanhq.com.
Absolutely, Chris. You know, I'm looking, it's a tale of two quarters in this game. End of the first quarter, you're talking 15-15, all tied up. Then Keystone goes on a 13-5 run. So you ask what happened. I'll tell you. Moniteau switched defenses and went man-to-man. Keystone saw it and went right inside to Henry. They went right inside. They didn't settle for threes, even though Keth did hit a couple. But they looked and they just tore the man-to-man defense up. On the flip side, Keystone's defense, they came out in a 3-2. And then you see De La Rosa Rugg hit 3 threes from the spot. And we talked, Chris, that Coach Heath had to make an adjustment. And boy, did he ever. He went to a 2-3 zone that limited those corner shots. And literally in that quarter, Moniteau only scoring 5 points, really couldn't get anything generated on offense. Now, what do you do coming out in the second half? If you're Moniteau, you want to go back to that 3-2. But if you do, Coach Heath is going to stall. He's going to pull it out and make you go man. So I think that you have to come out and be super aggressive. Try to press their guards as much as you can if you're Moniteau to get turnovers. If you're Greg, Coach Greg Heath, and you come out and Keystone comes out and Moniteau is in man-to-man, you are patient. You were able to tear that apart in the second quarter, in the first half, and you outscored them 13-5. You come out and you do the same things that you were doing. Maybe Keystone goes to a little bit of a man-to-man or back to that 2-3 zone. It was very effective in the second half. But that's what I'm looking for from Coach Heath. He really doesn't have to come out and score right away. Your opportunities are going to be there, but you don't have to. Make Moniteau come out in a man-to-man, spread the floor, and beat them up inside with Cole Henry.
Those are your All-American Awards and Engraving Coaches Chalkboard with the coach, Jess Quinn, AllAmericanHQ.com. Tonight's game also being brought to you by Oil Country Crates, your products, our protection. Custom-made crates for shipping and beyond, OilCountryCrates.com. Time for the Tucked In Farms third quarter. Tucked In Farms, a modern farm event venue in the heart of Cook Forest. TuckedInFarm.com. TuckedIn Farm.com. 814-316-9399. That's TuckedInFarm.com. 814-316-9399. Just seeing coming up the steps here in front of us was the one, the only Garrett Heath, the all-time leading scorer in Keystone history, over 2,000 career points. He was a heck of a player, Jess.
Chris, I actually coached against him when he was in school, and we did everything to try to stop him, slow him down, and you just couldn't do it. He was patient. He worked the ball. He was smooth. He was strong. He did everything he needed to do. Played great defense, too. I mean, yeah, he's a great scorer, but he also played very, very good defense when he was a player.
Keystone ball on the Pizza Hut possession area. Nobody out Pizza Hut. PizzaHut.com. Pizza Hut in Clarion, also Grove City, Brookville, a few other places. And there's a turnover, not what Greg Heath wanted to see with his team taking control of the basketball to start the second half.
And Moniteau came out in that man-to-man. They did have Cole Henry there. They just missed him on that pass.
The basketball, Jackson to Zepeda to Martino, De La Rosa, Rugga, and Desicino also out there for Moniteau. Nellis, Keth, Albright, Henry, and Sell for Keystone.
Keystone sitting in a 2-3 zone, although they're not just sitting back, they're very active in it.
Nice little move there by Martino. Can't get it to fall. Jackson to the offensive board. Gets it into Desicino. Desicino kicks it back out to De La Rosa Rugg. De La Rosa Rugg, little floater. Boy, that did everything but go down. But Aiden Jackson, another strong offensive rebound and the putback.
Boy, I tell you what, you want to talk about being persistent on the boards. Moniteau would not give up on that, and they ended up with the 2 points.
Aiden Jackson doing the yeoman's work down there for the Warriors.
Definitely wasn't pretty, but it got the job done.
Nellis with the basketball. Nellis tried to get it to Sell. Was it tipped?
It's going to stay. Looked like it was tipped by Moniteau.
It was. I think Jackson got a piece of it. Just make sure people know we're on the air again tomorrow night, as there's a turnover as De La Rosa Rugg gets it. Actually, tomorrow afternoon, I should say.
Tomorrow afternoon
About
at Red Bank Valley.
Great girls matchup between two of the top teams in District 9. Jackson misses. Rebound by Albright. Red Bank Valley at 16-1. Otto Eldred at 15-1.
I tell you, I'm very excited to know both those teams, to have coached against those teams. Watching them play each other tomorrow is going to be great.
Henry on the offensive rebound after the shot by Nellis was partially blocked. Restores the 8-point lead for Keystone.
And that's what Keystone needs to do. Just keep working it inside to Henry. Keep working it inside. Be patient. Be patient.
Martino gets it to Desicino. Nice pass. That is a daddy's assist for David Desicino to Aiden Jackson.
Daddy's dish.
You don't have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion. Facebook.com/Daddy's Clarion. Jumper by Kath was way off the mark. Sell, another rebound. Now Nellis three-pointer off of that. He buries it. So Sell continues to do the dirty work for the Panthers, and it leads to the three-pointer by Cal Nellis.
He's missed a few bunnies, but that has not affected him at all, Chris. He's doing everything he can to keep his team in the game.
De La Rosa Lug a little strong on his three. Albright the rebound. Albright sees a breaking Nellis. Perfect pass to Nellis. Oh, my goodness.
Chris, what did we say in the first half? Keystone wants to get out and run. Let those horses go.
Tyler Albright with the daddy's dish of the game, possibly right there.
Full court pass.
Get him in stride like Nellis, the running back out of the backfield.
Albright's a quarterback, that was great.
Actually, Albright wasn't the quarterback. Maybe Todd Smith should have re-examined that. Jason De La Rosa Rugg nails down the two for Moniteau, 35-26.
Both those boys are great athletes, each one.
There's Nellis. Nellis off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Henry. Henry puts it back. He's got a chance for an old school. Oh, wait. Why are they saying two? That went down, didn't it?
Yes, it
did.
Yep, good bucket.
So Henry will have a chance of the old school three-point play. That's the second on Desicino. First of the half. Canesta Builder Supply free throw line here for Cole Henry. Can't get it to go. Rebound batted out of bounds. It'll be Moniteau basketball.
Boy, and Sell was looking there. He was looking like that maybe Moniteau had tipped that out. He got up and was over everybody, but call did not go his way.
With the basketball is Jackson. Jackson jump stop into the corner for Martino. Martino, little jumper, not even close. Albright the rebound for Keystone. Now it's starting to get into danger territory for Moniteau right now.
It really is. They're not being patient, working that 2-3 zone. You got to get it to.
Nellis saw Henry cutting, but Jackson's able to get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds.
Moniteau, it seems like they're panicking a little bit. They're taking, we said there wasn't a senior in the lineup. So maybe Coach Stewart needs a timeout, maybe get his boys back together here.
Kath takes a three and doesn't come close with it. He might have hit the standard. I'm not sure what he hit there, Jeff.
It looked like it hit behind the glass, behind the backboard. I wasn't quite sure. I was looking at it through the camera lens here. And
I'm looking down at Coach Heath, and he's just kind of chuckling.
What do you do at that point? What can you say about that?
Not really the shot that they needed, a contested three up 11
right,
with 12 minutes to go in the game. Jackson now into the hands of Zepeda. Now to Ely. Ely, that's De La Rosa Rugg to Jackson, and now we're going to get a foul inside. We haven't called that all night, and now we're going to call it with 3:36 to go in the third quarter.
Now, we just praised this referee crew for that. They were letting him play. He did have two hands on the small of his back, but he really didn't gain an advantage by it, Chris.
Great pass on the inbounds, and then Desicino comes loose with it and then knocks Henry's hand, and the crowd wants a foul after they figured, well, hey, if you're going to call it tight, call it tight.
Right.
It was more of a playful groan than a real groan, as there's a missed shot. Rebound by Jackson. Zepeda wants to run, gets it to De La Rosa Rugg. He was a little shy in taking that, but instead, straight pass to Aiden Jackson, and Jackson will lay it up and in.
And there's that timeout by Coach Stewart we talked about. It's a foul.
We're going to take it with them. We'll be back after these messages.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Canesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddies can do that too. Like Daddies on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
After the Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning timeout, it'll be Keystone basketball. That timeout was taken by Mike Jewett of the Moniteau Warriors. They trail 37-28.
And I think that's a good timeout. They scored, get a good full timeout, know what they want to do on defense, see if they can get either a turnover here or a good defensive rebound.
Albright gets it to Sell. Sell will go back to Henry, now to Albright. Albright gets it over to Sell. Sell inside to Kess. Kess will dribble it out to Albright. Now over to Nellis. Now back to Albright. Keystone won't be afraid to kill some clock here, given the opportunity.
And this is what we talked about a little bit off the air, Chris. You know, we're looking at Keystone wanting to be patient.
And then Albright, not really a patient shot, but it fell.
It had a good ending, but not the shot you want, I don't think, but it went down.
Oh, another great pass by De La Rosa Rugg. Then Jackson to Desasino, but Desasino can't buy one right now.
No, he can't. He's had a couple of really, really good opportunities to score and help his team claw back into it. It just hasn't found the bottom of the net, Chris.
Cass gives it off to Sell. Sell wants to drive the lane. Sell gets it to fall, and he's fouled. And he'll get an old school three-point play opportunity.
And he had the lane from the first step. I talk about that. He is so quick, and he off his first step, beat his man, takes it all the way in, gets fouled, and won.
Aiden Jackson the foul, so that'll send Sell to the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line to try to make this an old school three. Can't get it, but then the rebound by Henry, he can't get it to go, and now we've got a decision to make by the ref, and he says out of bounds to Moniteau.
And I tell you what, looking at Henry, he had two really good opportunities there, getting an offensive rebound, and he just didn't put them back in. I think he rushed his shot just a little bit on that, Chris.
Ely almost lost his dribble. Gets it over to Zepeda. The freshman looks things over, gives it over to Ely. Inside to Desasino, kicks it back to De La Rosa Rugg. He'll drive the baseline. Floater won't go. Who's there for the rebound? Who else? Aiden Sell.
I tell you what, he and who is it? Cole Henry are just eating up the boards right now for the Keystone Panthers.
Albright goes inside to Henry. Henry almost lost it. The ball comes out to Sell. It wasn't intended for him. He shot it, missed it. Rebound by Moniteau.
I don't think he was ready for it. I don't know how it made it out.
De La Rosa Rugg all the way through, tried to draw contact. They weren't going to buy that. And Albright with the rebound with 46 seconds now here in the Tucked-In Farms third quarter. Nice pass inside to Albright. Albright tried to get it to Henry. Ball is tipped. Nellis gets it. Nellis out to Henry. Henry to Albright. Albright in between everybody, and now we're going to get a foul on the floor with 31.8 seconds to go, and that was just weird.
You know what, Chris? This when you know the ball's bouncing your way in a night. There were probably 2 or 3 tip balls there that ended up in the hands of a Keystone Panther.
And that's the third on Desasino, by the way. So now Albright to Henry. Lots of contact. No call. Aiden Sell goes up and over for the rebound.
Look, they want to get it out here. Take a little more time.
23 seconds to go.
That's
You'd
right.
think Keystone would just hold for the last shot here. Henry in the lane. He's got to get out of there. He gets it to Nellis. I don't know if Keystone has any idea how much time was on the clock.
I don't think they did.
And now De La Rosa Rugg. Head now to Jackson. Jackson to Desasino. Desasino has trouble with it. And because of that, he can't put it now. Albright with 2. 1. Albright from about 35. Everything would go down. At the end of 3 quarters, Keystone by 13, 41-28. You're watching Allegheny Gorilla Foxburg High School basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
While there may not be anyone to represent you when there's a bad call on the court, in the real world, there is Zunder & Associates PC. Zunder & Associates in Butler will represent you in everything from contracts and estates and probate to auto accidents, DUIs, criminal defense, and much more. Do you need a divorce lawyer or family law lawyer? What about a personal injury lawyer? Zunder & Associates is the place for you. The next time you need a lawyer, call Zunder & Associates at 724-285-4786 or check them out online at zunderlaw.com.
We head to the fourth quarter here at Keystone. It'll be Moniteau basketball on the Pizza Hut possession area. Nobody out. Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning. Fourth quarter. Need plumbing, heating, or AC services in Western Pennsylvania. Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning serves Clarion, Venango, Jefferson, and Armstrong counties. Find out more at lutonsplumbing.com.
I tell you what, Chris, Moniteau really needs a bucket here. They've come up empty.
And here's De La Rosa Rugg. Can't get it to go after the hot hand early. He hasn't been able to get anything. And then a great pass.
Who comes up with that pass, Chris?
It was Nellis from Henry, but Nellis couldn't finish. Henry threw that from his butt.
Without traveling, without, rolling over.
Jackson trapped. Now Jackson gets it off to Desicino. Finally gets one to go down.
And that is a much-needed basket for the Moniteau Warriors, who are now in a full-court man-to-man.
First basket for Desicino. Albright to Nellis. Nellis off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Henry. Block shot there by Desicino. And now we're going to get a foul, I do believe, on Moniteau. And limping now is De La Rosa Rugg. That's not a good sign for Moniteau.
No, that is not a good sign for the Moniteau Warriors. He came right over to have a seat on the bench.
So that foul was on De La Rosa Rugg. So to add insult to injury, and De La Rosa Rugg has had those issues at times in his career, just little tweaks here and there. So you hope for the young man that he's okay, because he's a dynamic player for this Moniteau Warrior basketball team.
He really is, Chris, and they can't afford to have him on the bench for very long.
Here's Albright. He's going to draw contact. He's going to go to the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you have watched any Greg Heath offense when you're playing man-to-man against him, that was classic Keystone. It's just a double screen, double roll, and Albright was wide open, gets fouled, goes to the line.
So Albright to shoot a pair from the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line. Drops the first one down. He'll get a chance to build on now what is a 12-point Keystone lead. Tennessee Butter Supply, 2 locations to serve you, Shippensville and Tanesta, TennesseeButters.us. Can't get it to fall, but there's Cole Henry with the offensive rebound.
Henry.
How often has Cole Henry been there for that offensive board on his free throw tonight?
Boy, he's been all over those offensive boards for the Keystone Panthers.
Zepeda shot no good. Albright to rebound. Albright to Kath. Kath, quick three. Again, not the shot they needed, but Aiden Sell there has his shot blocked. And then Henry gets it, and they're going to get a jump ball call. And on the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it is Keystone basketball. Nobody out. Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com.
Well, I'm looking at that possession right there, and Aiden Sell did a great job to come down with that ball. Maybe kick that ball out or dribble it out, set offense up. I understand why he took it, because he was in close.
There's a pass into Henry. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Has it. Oh, I thought it was blocked. So did Martino, but they're going to get him for the foul. And that's going to send Cole Henry to the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line. Henry and Sell both making cases for player of the game right now, Jeff.
They really are. Now, Cole Henry is leading a little bit as far as points goes, but they're both doing the work that they need to do to keep their team not only in the game, but ahead by right now 15 points.
Henry drops that one home. He'll get a second one at the Tennessee Butter Supply free throw line. Not sure what. Oh, they were confused on the jump ball, but it should be now. The error should go to Moniteau now.
Yes, and I think that they corrected that.
They had it right. I mean, Moniteau got it to start. Then we had the Pizza Hut possession arrow going to Keystone. Now it'll go back to Moniteau. And Henry misses that one.
Look who was that.
Rebounded by Hayden Sell. He can't get it to fall. And then the ball is tipped out of bounds by Albright.
And I tell you what, Chris, I'm watching Hayden Sell walk up the court here, shaking his head. He just can't get it to fall. But I tell you what, young man, you're doing a great job. Keep it up. Those shots will fall.
And then he steps in and almost comes up with a steal. So he didn't allow the fact that he was frustrated offensively to affect what he was doing defensively there, Jess.
And that's what you want. That's what makes this Keystone team very, very dangerous as you're coming in to playoff season right now.
They are Class A this year, and with 5 teams going to the state playoffs, you've got to believe that Keystone is going to be in that mix.
I think that you have to talk about them, absolutely. Even after their poor start, there's a steal by Nellis.
Now he has to give it off to Henry, who doesn't really want to be the point guard, but he'll take it across the line, gives it to Albright. Albright attacks. Albright all the way to the rim. Who's there but Cole Henry? Oh, Henry with the putback and an end. A chance for an old school 3-point play.
And right now, this is what you're doing. You're just seeing some young men right now fighting for those offensive rebounds, and that is key to Keystone now taking a 17-point lead.
It's really amazing how this has just quietly gotten to 17 for the Panthers.
It really has been quietly, but if you notice, it's because they're doing the hard work on the offensive boards. You have Aiden Sell and you have Cole Henry, and they're just beating up Moniteau on those offensive boards. They can't get a defensive rebound, Moniteau.
Henry gets this one to Strop at the Tenessa Better Supply free throw line.
I think it all changed for Moniteau when Keystone went to that 2-3. They really haven't had an answer for it.
Jumper, rebound by who else? Cole Henry.
Absolutely.
Henry and Sell. Sell and Henry.
That's all you hear.
Sell me on Henry.
That's right. That's all you hear on the boards, offensive or defensive. There's that Keystone offense, cutting, looking.
There's Henry again. Can't get it to go. Guess what? He got another rebound. Had it blocked on the ground, fighting for it. Henry's got it. Still has it. And now we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to be Moniteau ball on the Pizza possession area.
I was kind of wondering what took so long to make that call, Chris. Although we were blocked by a player, I really couldn't see what was going on, but it seemed like it took them an awful lot of time there, to make that call.
The ball be inbounded here by Aiden Jackson. Peta will bring it across the timeline, gets it in. Dylan Bush new into the game, and Albright with a foul. And Bush is down right now,
and some people are upset, but it really was unintentional, Chris. He was going for the ball, and he ran into them. They're talking right now. Albright
and Martino.
And Martino are talking, and it really was unintentional. It's unfortunate that is that Dylan Bush, I think.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that he went down as a result of that contact, but it really was unintentional.
Jackson to Ely. Ely. Jackson out. Now we've got Martino. Was it Martino? A little floater, no good. And then that rebound, they're going to say goes off of Moniteau. Panthers might have gotten a call there.
I think they did get a call there. It looked to me like it might have gone off Albright, but, Panthers get that call.
We have a better view. Sometimes I think you should have an official up here to call some of those, Jess. better angle on some of that.
We do, even though we're a little bit further away. It is a little bit better angle, especially to see something like that.
And there's a steal by Aiden Jackson. Comes Zepeda. Zepeda all the way through. Zepeda, a little runner, no good. Rebound and put back, and that's good. That is Landon Kelly. He'll get a chance at an old school 3-point play.
And I think that was on Aiden Sell on that one. He was looking, he put his hands up, but there was a lot of contact in the paint on that one, Chris. I wouldn't argue that call.
Shot is up. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Aiden Sell.
Aiden Sell.
It was only the fifth free throw for Moniteau.
And that's something they haven't gotten a lot of calls. They've been trying to settle a lot of jump shots, little runners, little floaters. Just haven't fallen.
They're not a team that shoots a lot of free throws. And there's a putback there's a basket by Henry. He's having himself a night. He's up to 17, Jess.
And right now, the Moniteau man-to-man defense, they just don't
And there's
have
a
an
steal
answer.
by Albright. There's a pass to Kath from Nellis. No good. Rebounded by Kelly. Now Zepeda across the timeline quickly. Gets it off to Jackson. Jackson turns it, and then the ball gets knocked out of bounds. And they're going to actually say it wasn't knocked out of bounds. That it was just a turnover on the Warriors.
Yeah, I just think it was an errant pass. They thought he was going to zig. He zagged, and the ball goes out of bounds.
So Albright will bring it across the timeline. 3:23 to play.
This is where the Greg Heath offense really takes over.
Was the
In
sell.
and out, in and out, in and out.
Now let's to Kath. Kath to Henry.
No hurry to score here, Chris.
Watching the way Albright in an 18-point game sprinted to that spot. And then Nellis drives it and lays it in on Framorelli. Driving layup.
That was
2-2
great.
can drive the lane with a great use car from Framorelli. And then on the other side, Zepeda tried it. Couldn't get it. Albright with the rebound. He's got a ton of boards too.
I'm telling you what, they're very, very physical, Chris. They're ball hawks. When that ball goes up, it's theirs, whether it's offensively or defensively.
And then a bunch of new players get the scorers table now for Keystone. As Greg Heath up 20, he's going to empty his bench. Oh, nice pass by Albright. Couldn't get it to fall was Nellis, but he's going to go to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And there it is. The Greg Heath offense, that double screen rolling. Pass is wide open. He just didn't get it to fall that way because he got fouled.
Again, a bunch of subs coming in for the Panthers here as Nellis misses the first free throw. Foster back in, also in as Liam Say. Jared Shores into the game. And Brett English as well. And now for Moniteau re-entering is Sankey. It looks like they're trying to get Dawson Cook here. But first we're going to get the free throw by Nellis. This one rattles home. So Nellis's night will be over. Is replacing him is Tyler Roop. And then checking in for Moniteau is Dawson Cook. A lot of new names in there. That was Alfredo, also Connor Alfredo. He's got the basketball right now. Pretty good kicker for the football team, Connor is.
Absolutely. Has a great leg.
The basketball is Cook. Now here's Ely with a three, and Connor Ely, sweet stroke, his second triple of the game.
That was a nice job for that young man, for the Moniteau Warriors. They moved the ball well, Chris, against that 2-3 zone. And he was open for the shot, Ely was.
Just gives it off to Shores. Now back to English now. Here is Rupp. Now to Shores. Back to Rupp. Rupp wants to take the three. Airballed it, but who's there for the rebound? Hayden Foster. Foster looks to get it off to Say. And now the ball's on the ground, and they're going to say it's a turnover on the Panthers with 1:30 to play. Here in the Luton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning fourth quarter. Keystone well in control on its way to 8-7 on the season. Moniteau's going to drop to 9-7 on the year. And now there's a turnover. Good job there by Foster to get a hand in it and got it over to Shores.
Keystone is wanting to just walk the ball up, run their offense, be patient.
There's Foster with it. Now back to English. He was handed off to Say. Back to English. Now to Say. There's a Foster down to 39 seconds to go. English with the basketball with 28.
Keystone, just killing the clock here. They had Foster, down low on an early, but they know they don't need to score. Just hold on to the ball.
Say has it knocked loose, and good job there by Sankey. And Sankey with the pass to Cook for the layup. Down to 5 seconds. That should set the final score. 53-37. The Keystone Panthers defend their home court. We'll be back after these messages with your Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Keystone High School, final score, Keystone 53, Moniteau 37. It's time for our Potter County Family Campground post-game show, open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Time to name our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game. You're looking at him, Cole Henry of the Keystone Panthers. I don't officially have rebounding stats, but he has to have a double-double. 17 points all over the boards. You and Aiden Sell both just really cleaned up the boards. Talk about how the offensive rebounding really helped you guys win this basketball game, Cole.
Well, if we rebound, we get a chance to go back on offense and get a good offense going. And I think getting rebounds definitely helps us in fast breaks and just in our offensive game scheme.
And then defensively, you guys came out in the 3-2, and De La Rosa Rugg took some advantage of that from the corner, and then Coach Heath changed to a 2-3, and that really seemed to really spark you guys defensively. Talk about that change.
Yeah, as soon as we started getting out on shooters, it made them hard to keep their offensive going, and it kind of screwed to their heads, and it just helped us, I guess, take control of the game after that.
Talk a little bit about, you guys played a tough game on Wednesday night, a game that you probably felt like you could have won down at Carson City. You lost in overtime. You guys didn't let that get you down here tonight. You came out and really played hard from the opening whistle. What was the message before game from Coach Heath?
Coach Heath just said that just like at Carson City, we kind of came out flat, and we couldn't do that again. So we came out and played our hardest, and it showed.
You guys have the ability to score in a couple different ways. You obviously did it with the offensive boards and the putbacks, but you also were able to run a little bit, especially with Cal getting out there and Tyler throwing some of those passes. Talk about, how much fun that is to watch sometimes.
It's really fun just to see Kyle run. And, he plays football and plays running back, and he's just a fast kid. And it's always fun to see them get a fast break, layup really easy, wide open.
Talk about the physicality you guys use tonight. Is that something that you've really been working on?
Yeah, but a lot of time in the weight room. Just coming off a good football season, we're all big. We can use our bodies to our advantage, and it just helps us in our all-around game. So
you guys move back over 500 as the season starts to wind into these last few weeks of the regular season. The chance to maybe get into those Class A playoffs, and then 5 teams go to the state tournament. Do you feel like you guys can be one of those teams that not only maybe makes the state tournament, but also can contend for a D9 title?
most definitely, I think we have good players, good coach. I think we can make a run.
Hey, Cole, congratulations on being named the Allegheny Grill of Foxburg Player of the Game. You get a T-shirt from the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. Folks, we're going to take one last break. When we come back, we'll wrap up this game. Final score, once again, Keystone 53, Moniteau 37.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at Keystone, wrapping this game up, 53-37 Panthers win. Looking at our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg final statistics, Jason De La Rosa Rugg with 11 for Moniteau. Aiden Jackson scored 10 for Keystone with 17 points. Our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game, Cole Henry. Cal Nellis added 16 in the win for the Panthers. Jess, final thoughts?
My final thoughts are, Coach Heath has his team, really, really playing well. They play great team basketball. They make great adjustments during the game. They stay with the game plan. They work it inside out. You look at what Cole Henry was saying in your interview about being physical on the boards, and it really, really paid off tonight.
Well, Jess, before we leave, I want to remind folks that you and I will be back on the air in a little, maybe 16 hours from now, maybe 16 and a half hours from now at Red Bank Valley High School. Great girls matchup, Otto Eldred versus Red Bank Valley. Looking forward to that one. We should be on the air about 1:15, 1:30, somewhere in that neighborhood after the JV game, which starts at noon. It's going to be an early day for the Otto Eldred Lady Terrors as they leave Duke Center to get there for a noon JV start. You got to figure they're probably leaving about 8:30, 8 o'clock.
I was just going to say 8 o'clock, so you can get off the bus, stretch your legs a little bit, get ready to play a basketball game. That's a long trip they're making.
Yeah, that's a good practice for the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Good practice for the playoffs. So till tomorrow afternoon, this is Chris Rossetti for Jess Quinn saying good night